Today, I'm listening to Floor Jansen sing "O Holy Night" in Finnish. Keep watching. Hi everybody, it's Christi Bovee with the Voice Love Company. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the little bell below so you don't miss a single video or when I go live. I write a love letter to my subscribers every Monday. Get your love letter in the description box below. Now let's get started. So this time last year, I was down the rabbit hole of the Best Zangers television program. Floor was definitely playing a huge role in the channel at the time, but I didn't do any Christmas music. So in my most recent video, the David Phelps "O Holy Night" video, many of you made the comment that I really needed to listen to Floor Jansen sing this song. This is from a concert in 2016 when she was very pregnant with her daughter. It's always wonderful to hear Floor Jansen sing anything, but it's going to be really fun to hear her take on this Christmas classic. Let's dig in.
Now I know you know this song. You might just know every word, so I would love to hear you sing along with me. Will you?
I love this arrangement. It is fantastic. It's so much fun to hear that metal instrumentation against her beautiful classical approach to singing this amazing song. She is singing in Finnish. I had to be told that. I did not know that. And let's talk just for a minute about how difficult it is to sing while pregnant. Floor is not a small person, and so I can only imagine that being pregnant would be maybe a little bit easier for her because her torso is just bigger, but it's still a huge drain on your body. I don't care what size of a person you are. It takes a lot of energy to create another human. Again, it's a real testimony to her technique and just her vocal abilities. She said about herself, she's like a deep sea diver. She has iron lungs. She certainly makes it look easy, that's for sure. Okay, let's get back in. Here we go. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's like there's no ceiling, right? She just opens up. Everything is just very much in that head register placement. It's like it's just coming straight out the top of her head. I love this arrangement as well. I feel like the chord changes are just so lovely and well executed. I'm not sure who is in this band. It doesn't really say either. Okay, if you know a little bit more about this concert, just leave that in the comments below. So sweet. Okay, good. I'm going to stop right there, which is such a crazy place to stop. I do apologize. I find Flor to be so endearing as a performer. She's just so lovely. I just feel like I just want her to be my best friend. She's so giving to the audience. She's so in the moment and so there to pour herself out and to give of herself to the audience. It's just so winsome. It just makes you want to buy everything she's ever done. I just feel like she just has this persona of generosity. It just makes me love her all the more. I'm so respectful of her as a vocalist, but also just as a performer. She's just divine. Okay, let's keep going. Here we go. Clear as a bell. Yeah. Here we go. That, I called it the money note in the last video I did with David Phelps, A Holy Night. I mean, it's just so brilliant. Literally, the sound is so brilliant. I talked about how David sparkles in his tone. Flor has that same sparkly brilliance in her head register. It is just so gloriously clear, pure. Her intonation is spot on, of course. I mean, she just is the whole package in this area of her voice. And the amazing thing is her versatility to be able to sing whatever she wants. So she has a voice that can do it all. That's what I want for all of my clients. That's what I want for myself. It's really possible to sing everything. You just have to work on your voice in the correct way. Let's see what happens next and finish this up. Wow!
Kiitos paljon. Tosi kaunis. Kiitos kaikille. Hyvää joulua.
Beautiful, beautiful. Oh my goodness. Wow, incredible. Okay, let's deconstruct this one just a little bit more. In my mind, it's always such a gift to hear a song that I've heard many times before in a new way. And that is what's happening with this treatment that Flor and her band are giving Oh Holy Night. What I love about it is this song can be considered quite sacred, and it's usually done in a very serious classical manner. But I find what they're doing here to be just really refreshing. They're breathing new life into the song with this treatment while maintaining the sacred lyric. One thing I love about this performance is the fact that she is singing in her full-on classical voice. And it's something that I really encourage students to do, is to sing a little bit of classical music every now and then. It's really good for your voice. Now, I'm a contemporary singing teacher, but I also really believe you have to have a strong head register in order to have a strong mix register. Remember, the mix is a mixture of your chest register and your head register mixed together. If you never sing up in your head register, it's going to be more difficult for you to develop your mix register in a really strong way. So some things I want to draw your attention to. This very classical placement. It's not like this. She's not singing here. It's very round. She's rounding out her vowels. And finish, it seems to me, requires a very round placement where it's almost like you have an egg up in your soft palate area of your mouth. You're singing around that imaginary egg up in the back of your mouth. You also see her lifting her cheekbones. She's lifting the palate. Think about just smiling, lifting the cheekbones a little bit. That's going to give you the lift and the lilt. Do you hear the buoyancy and the lift that she's getting? Isolating the head register is really going to help strengthen it. Now, something you have to understand is because we don't sing up there very much, because we're always singing this pop, rock, jazz, contemporary music all the time, it's going to be wimpy. It's going to be breathy at first. That's really, really common when you're just starting out. There's no shame in it, but you're never going to strengthen it if you don't sing up there. She's a great performer, she's a wonderful vocalist, and her generosity of spirit shines through in everything she does. Well, that's it for me today. Like if you liked it, subscribe, and don't forget to share with someone who loves Floor Jansen. You can ask me any question about your voice in the comments down below, on my blog at voicelove.co, on Instagram at The Voice Love Company, and now on yzo.com. Get all those details in the description box below. Well, what a treat to hear this song today. The music is what makes the holiday so lovely. I hope that you enjoyed this video today. Keep finding your voice. Keep making your sound in the world today. The world is waiting for what you and only you bring. And remember, you are loved. Bye, guys.